welcome back to my channel. This is Brittany, or Orange Ninja Bunny. I am back with a speed build, and this is of a small interior designer home. I put it in, so I recently got the new, well, it's not so new, is it? The new expansion pack. Well, I got actually both of the new expansion packs, Snowy Escape and the Country Living. And then I also got Bust the Dust, the Country Living kitchen thing, the Oasis kit, which I never said, like I said I would never buy them, but like honestly, I build, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. And then I also got what is it called? That spooky one where the ghosts. And yeah, that's basically it. I got all those, so you'll see me using that content a lot, like those few things a lot, just because it's new. I don't want to use the same things over and over again, but also in addition to that, I just like it. I was just like, yeah, because this kind of like fits the person I'm going for. I am in the Snowy Escape world because I wanted to build in one of the new worlds, but also I wanted her to be, what's the word? She's not of Asian descent. I was thinking more she's from a hotter country and she has moved here and she is a studying abroad student. And her house kind of reflects that a little bit more, and yeah, it doesn't quite fit in the environment, but it does at the same time. You'll see. And basically I spent a lot of time like just putting things places, and I end up actually using what to call it, when they came out with Snowy Escape in base game, they allowed you to do platforms and stuff. So I used platforms as well because I know I tried to be like, I don't want to say culturally sensitive, but like, I guess culturally sensitive to this area that I'm building in, because I know that they have, when you walk in, they have like the divots, and is so that you can like take off your shoes and stuff. And then I know that from one of the simmers that built for this world, I believe it was Deligracy that I was watching. I'll link her channel if I remember to do it. She built some of the lots for this particular world, and she said that she had to redo some of the stuff because they don't have the toilet in the same place as the bathtub. So I made sure that I had a specific, like, I made sure I had the toilet separate. You do have to walk outside for it, but please forgive me if that's not how it's supposed to be. I'm sorry. But like I said, it's like a mixture of all these packs. So it's got these what's it called? Roof ornaments from the Country Living. Is it called Country Living? I think it's called Country Living. And then most of the exterior is the Snowy Escape. I am attempting to have the exterior look more Asian themed, I guess. I don't know. More Japanese, because it's based like in Japanese, or in the Japanese culture. I believe that's what they said when they came out with Snowy Escape. But here I am just like mixing and matching windows. Yes, the browns don't match, but I've given up. They never give me the right swatches. They never have the same browns. So I'm just gonna, it's fine. They're close enough. And I noticed that even the swatches from the same pack didn't match with brown. And there was also, oh my gosh, I was so upset. One of the counters I wanted to use does not come in brown. I was like, why you do this to me? It comes in like all these wonderful colors, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. And then there's no brown. Like, why? Why did you do this to me? I also had to record this in... I'm like not talking about this build. I had to record this in like a couple sessions. So you might see like a little bit of skips, but I think it looks... You don't notice it as much. Here I'm fixing pillars, which I do... What is it, like 4 times? And I used this fencing, and obviously it came with the country living, but I think it really fits in this world. I don't know, okay, I mean, maybe it doesn't, but I feel like it does. And obviously, like, I have put things that don't quite match in the world, but it's fine. She has moved here, to study abroad. This is, I don't know, I didn't really think about who owned this house before, or like why she got this house. But anyways, and she is an interior designer, and she's working through school. That's the theme. And I am 6 minutes in, and I totally was not talking about how this is a new series. So on Thursdays, every 3rd week, we will have an interior design episode. Also, that weird thing popped up, and I was like, I don't know what this is, and I had to stop recording, which is why I said that earlier. What am I talking about? Right. So it's a new series. I'm very excited. Obviously, we will be working around her class schedule and stuff. So in the first episode, we will be enrolling her into school so that she can get, I think I decided it's an art history, because there's there's nothing really like fitting the description I want for her. But it's fine. So I had such a hard time with wallpapers, and I did end up going with like a mixture between the desert oasis, country living, and snowy escape, though. But back to the thing. So the first episode will put her into school, and then on the days I'm probably only have her like do 2 classes, and on the days that she doesn't have school, she will go do interior design stuff. And obviously, for my Try Something New series, I found it kind of difficult, so I might attempt to edit those episodes for the interior design, but I'm not so sure, because I still don't have the editing software where I can properly edit. It's very difficult to edit with the the editing software that I have right now. So we'll see how it goes. we will see. But it's okay. Yeah, I'm still doing wallpapers. But I was like, okay, so I'm going to include the stone inside, and I'm going to have like this desert stucco kind of thing, and now I have to put pillars in, or columns, whatever you want to call them, and yeah. And I was like, well, how is this working, and how is that working? And I was like, yeah, okay, sure, this is how it works. And like placements of stuff is just like, wow, it's great. It's a good time. And you can barely see some stuff. It's like great. Here I'm doing the porch, and I'm not sure if this is something that you're supposed to do with the Tommy mat, but I made that pattern, and I put it specifically where I was going to have the dining table, because I believe I remember, I don't know if it was Deligracy, but another one of the simmers that had made stuff for this pack had said that you only put that in the dining room. Don't quote me. I don't know who said it. I don't know for sure if that's true. Also, that sand changes, and it's not in the screenshots. It's not in the screenshots, and it's not in the recording. So it does change to a actual sand color. But yeah. And then here I fiddle around with pond stuff for a while, because I wanted to, include a pond over here, like a dumb... Good lord, it took... I hate this pond tool. I'm probably going to continue making fountain ponds, if I'm being entirely honest with you. Because, I'm like, why are you square? Why are you square? Why you do this to me? Why are you over there? Why are you doing that? How is this happening? It was very frustrating. I finally gave up at this point, because I was like, sure, this is kind of like a decent shape. Yeah. And then I tried to, put stuff underneath the porch, but it was not working. It was not having it. So I just gave up. Because you can kind of see, the line underneath the... I'm pointing at the screen, you can totally see that. The line of the tile underneath the... What the frick are those called? Stairs. Thank you. So the stairs... and it was bothering me, but you cannot put tiles underneath the thing, so yeah. And I kind of wish I could do half tiles, horizontally or vertically, and just have it underneath the first part of the stairs, but yeah. And then I sat there, obviously it's sped up, so it's frozen for a minute, and I thought it was actually frozen, but no, I'm just sitting there deciding on what kind of lights I want. And I did a mixture between all three of those packs again. Except for the light in the bathroom. I used Laundry Day. I love that Laundry Day light. It's so useful. If I'm being super honest. And then I put these lights out front, and I put these lights in the little sand garden. I don't know how sand gardens work, if I'm being entirely honest. I know, you usually have rocks, and you, have a rake. I didn't see a rake that I could put down. But yeah, so I just figured she'd have a meditation area outside. Eventually I will put down the thing where you meditate on. I was upset that they didn't work together. I wanted to use the Snowy Escape corner piece, but it did not work. And then here I am, that's too tight. So now I'm moving the fridge and moving my other thing, and yeah. And I realized in the interior design, you can put the thing... My brain just did not stop working. Sorry. You can put a stovetop, so you don't have an oven. But I was like, you know what? I feel like she doesn't use the oven. And I put down the thing, and I was like, this is perfect. That was great. And I was like, my brain just died. The countertop ovens, I thought those were so cool too, because they totally fit for Japanese countries. And I was like, I want to use this, but I was gonna lose lots of space. And I found stuff that I liked, so I put it upstairs. And then we have the tea kettle, a coffee machine. Yeah, I'm just going through and putting things everywhere because that's what I do. Oh, and I found a hanging plant, and I was like, oh my gosh, hanging plant that I don't have to unlock. And that's from the... What is it called? The ghost thing. Paranormal something. It's not Paranormal Activity, that's the movie. Something. It's called something. I gave up on blinds. As you can tell. There's only blinds in the front room. And then I put a shower in just in case, and then I put a bathtub in as well. Because I hate when there's just a bathtub in a build, because I'm like, oh, gosh, it's going to take them 2 hours to take a bath. Or 4 hours. It takes forever. And then I didn't put, what's it called? Mirror in the bathrooms, the bathroom areas. And I put one out in the living room-ish part. It's not really a living room. There's a chair and the fireplace. But yeah. Oh, and that second mat that the second rug that I put down in that second dip down spot, it was floating. So it's a new rug now because I could not for the life of me get that rug to stop floating. And that was off screen as well. And it's not in the screenshots either because I realized it after I had taken the screenshots. And I was sitting there and I'm like, is that floating? And I call my sister and I'm like, why is this doing this? And because she was visiting rather, and she was like, I don't know how to fix that. I'm like, anger. So I couldn't fix it. So it did it with like several of the rugs, and I was very upset. But yeah. Oh, and then I put a washer in, but I put a clothesline in instead of a dryer. Because I just felt like it. There's no room really for the dryer anyway, if you really are honest about it. And here I'm fiddling around with a desk because I wanted her to have a desk for both her studying and interior design work. So I ended up with this. This color scheme of this room is really odd, but I like it a lot. It's like we got teals and yellow and red and brown. And then I found all these pond things and I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna put all these pond things down. So I put all these pond things down. And that story's that. And then I put a bread box because I wanted her to have a bread box. Yeah. Oh, and then I put this bucket. For some reason I thought we had oranges in the game, but we do not. So I put a lemon tree down later, and that bucket turns to like a yellow kind of thing. So you have like a bucket of lemons, because there was this movie I watched. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's called My Little Sister or something like that. And basically, it was just like talking about their lives, and they lived in Japan, and they had a plum tree out back, and they would make plum is it plum juice or plum wine? They would ferment it. So they would like stick it underneath their floorboards, and they had a plum tree out back, and they would like pick the plums and they would like make this stuff. And I thought that was super cool. And I wanted to have a plum tree, but then I was like, I want it to be a tree that was from like a more warm area, I guess, because of this person that I was envisioning. Because like I was imagining she's from a hotter country. I really didn't imagine which country she is from, though, if I'm being honest. So I chose oranges at first, thinking that we had oranges in the game, and we do not. So it's lemons now. And you can make lemonade instead. You know? And then I'm just putting in like little extra decorations. I'm pretty sure you can use that corner counter still. If you can't, obviously just move, like, alt place it on there, or just get rid of it entirely if you download this. Yeah, I'm just placing things at this point. It took me forever to decide what color I wanted for that cow plant. And I have a journal, and then I have like cleaning supplies, and here's the dining table, and more chairs. Yeah, the chair's like super far away from the fireplace, but whatever, it's fine. And then I changed this stump for a mushroom because I was like, yeah, she's gonna sit on a giant mushroom. And then here I am trying to put something at the end of the bed, and yeah. And then I realized I didn't have a hamper, so I sized it down and put the hamper next to it. I honestly, like, it, obviously the room, like, I'm so, like, particular about, like, color schemes and stuff, but I was very, like, loose, I guess, with how I wanted to do things. I also changed that rug in the kitchen off screen, and I changed it to another swatch of that particular rug. It's like green, like a pinky red and white in the center. They're lines. And here I am, like, looking up if there's actually an orange tree. And because I was like, oh shoot. Also, thank you to, I can't remember who it was, but I'll put the link, or I'll put the name in the description of who put all those plants in the thing. And label, like, what it's named and stuff. And here we are creating our sim. And I actually did the storyline, and it works a little bit. At the beginning, you might have saw she was originally from the painter career, and I changed her career. But I liked the fact that she had, like, I wanted her to have skills and, like, a somewhat background before she came into this area. Excuse me, I'm clearing my throat. But yeah, so I like how it's going. I like how everything turned out. It's like, it's more eclectic than I originally planned. But honestly, my builds kind of like just form themselves as I go anyway. And here I am changing the name. I had to change her last name because it contains a word that it's not allowed on the gallery. So it's, instead of Grashit, it's Grashit at the end. And I decided, like, most of the time she has her hair up, or it's, like, down, and she does not maintain it when it's down. That's how I decided this was going to go. Which I liked the idea of, because, like, that's kind of what I do. If I don't, like, put the effort in of, like, putting my hair up or doing something, it just kind of, like, is bushy and just chills there. Again, I find all the new stuff, and I'm like, ooh, put that on her. Ooh, excuse me. I don't know if you heard that, but I burped. So I'm putting on, like, I wanted her to want to wear, like, heels most of the time, and be a little more, like, I don't know, trendy, I guess. I don't know the word of, I guess trendy. I don't know. Like, she likes wearing specific thing. I don't know. My brain is just not working right now. I'm sorry. But she looks super cute. And I actually really liked how most of her outfits turned out. And I decided, like, she's a girly girl, but, like, not full end of the spectrum girly girl. If that makes sense. I don't know. I hope that makes sense. I don't know. And then, like I said, I put that bike down, and I put a meditation thing from Spa Day. And I specifically wanted her to, like, be, like, not athletic per se, but, like, want to be outdoors, want to, like, sit outside and, like, meditate and go for bike rides and stuff. Which doesn't quite reflect in her traits, which obviously I can't change, but it does reflect the whole interior design thing. But yeah. And I really liked the fact that these outfits are super cute. I don't like that some of them have attached, like, tights. I wish they would just, like, allow us to put the tights on. But no. Some of them are just, like, there. And it's like, okay, fine. I guess that's okay. But yeah. So this series will be starting up in, like, 3 weeks. Because we will have Try Something New for 2 weeks, and then we'll have this one. Just like how the Let's Plays and the speed builds go on Tuesdays. But yeah. And we'll be coming up to the screenshots in just a second. So thank you so much for watching. Please hit like if you liked this video. Please hit subscribe if you enjoy my content, and hit the bell notification if you'd like to be notified when I upload. And is there anything else I need to say? I really don't think so. Yeah, I don't. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and bye!